Live from the Export Beer Garden Studios, this is the ACC SportsBook, powered by the TAB.
The ACC SportsBook, thanks to the TAB.
Oh, g'day. Good to see you, Karl. How's things going this week in the world of punting?
Oh, world of punting, absolutely flying. Never not flying in the world of punting, Lane.
Oh, mate, I had a great last weekend on the punt. Actually, I had got a couple of families together, and we went to Topor, a traditional trip to Topor, and the women folk we weren't overly popular with the women folk because they went out and did some shopping and did whatever they do in the afternoon, and we all sat around and just betted on the horses. Sat around, got the kids involved. You know, we told them which horse to go for. They're all screaming at the TV. We won a bit, actually. We did pretty well. But then the women folk came back with their shopping bags and saw all the kids dancing around the room, yelling at horses and yelling at the TV screens. And they didn't really appreciate it. But it was a real education for all of us.
I had a good weekend as well, Karl, if you're that interested. I cashed out $180 on my TAB, which is big for me.
Did you cash out? Did you cash out?
I cashed out $180, yeah.
Like cashed out a bet or took 180 winnings?
Sorry, I took out $180 of winnings.
Okay.
Shame on you.
Sorry, forgive me. Yeah.
Shame on you.
Well, I left the $100 in there.
What's wrong with you?
I had a big day. The wires came through. Luke Metcalf dotting down.
But
You'll see later on the show for my three-way. But
who are you trying to? Impress by removing that?
Mate, you pay my bills. You know what I get paid. This is the kind of money that I'm dealing with here.
Thing is, the only time I withdraw is because I deposit with a different account.
Nothing you do, Lane, is an example that I want to live by.
You listen up, boy. You listen up. I deposit in a different account, deposit into my TAB with a different account, and then I withdraw into a joint account so I can show my better half how fucking awesome I am at punting.
So she sees winnings only?
Yes.
Okay, no, that is high level,
and that's the reason I withdraw. You withdraw for nothing.
Yeah, that is high level.
You've got nothing to prove.
Well, I mean,
shame on you.
No, not shame on me. I'm happy with my $180. But what you have said there is fair, and I will take that into consideration. Putting the winnings into a shared bank account is a smart move.
Yeah.
But not shame on me for taking out $180. I'm stoked with that.
And also, I'm happy to run a clinic on the TAB, how to use the TAB account, because I also use it as a sly grogging account as well, so where you can load it up and then you can go and withdraw and spend it.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Digress. We'll run a private session, Mash, you with that. I didn't realise
sorry, Karl,
how weak you were in terms of withdrawing. Right. Karl, any big wins from last weekend that we can crow about?
Other than me?
One of the great segues, very drawn out segues.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
It was, look, let's just say, probably lucky to still be here today, fellas.
Oh, really?
That Warriors game, if you think about it, all of the who's who of try scorers scored tries, right?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask you about this.
Talking about it for weeks and weeks. Who's the best back? It's Luke Metcalf, it's Lecker, it's DWZ, it's Roger, it's Little Combat, it's Alex Johnson, and they all scored. So
yes,
for the tab. Yeah,
I've got no less than 15 winners here that are all around the same multis.
Oh, fuck.
But I'll give you a couple.
Yep.
The first one, a 6-leg same game multi that had Dallin to score the first try.
Yep.
Then Latrell, Alex Johnson, Roger, Luke Metcalf, anytime, Warriors to win, $100 into 45,500.
Holy shit. Oh, that's
a wage.
That's such a good weekend.
That is. Yeah, and I mean, it would have been squeaky bum at the end there, but you ticked off all your try scorers with about 5 or 6 minutes to go.
Oh,
pretty happy.
Party on, Wayne.
We've got a couple of others. DWZ first try, Latrell anytime, Warriors win, 200 into 7,000.
Nice.
DW first, AJ Metcalf Lecker anytime, $25 into 9.9 thousand. Warriors 1 to 12, DWZ first try, Metcalf Lecker Chance, $7 into 9.2 thousand.
Oh.
Honestly, it just keeps going. There's a couple of other games thrown in here. So Nawaka Nitawasi, Roger, Alex Johnson, and Hudson Young, $400 into 6,000.
Oh,
nice.
And then someone had 1,000 on Lecker anytime. So pre-game, he was paying about $7.25 or $7.50 to score a try.
Yeah.
This bet must have been in play. $1,000 on at $11. Oh. Not bad there. And then there was a power play, which was DWZ first try, Metcalf anytime, paying $28. A number of people cashed in on that.
That was my one, yep.
There we go. Were you the sicko that multied that into Brian To'o first try and Dylan Edwards anytime?
Well, I might have made more than $180 if I had.
$5 into 3,300.
Oh my God, that's good. We actually got some correspondence in the weekend as well. A couple of boys down at their whangamata watching the Waz, and they sent us a note saying, all right, lads, story time. Chucked a few multis on the Waz. Never a good idea, but this time it went well. I think this is speaking for pretty much everyone. We were down to the last leg. My mate in whangamata tells me he'll get naked in the pub if they come in. Latrell goes over and he sticks true to his word, and he sent us the video of him getting nude.
Oh yeah, he's nude.
He is full nude.
He's gone for the left-handed cock cover.
Yeah, he's gone for the cock cover, but the other people in the pub, he's got the big bots out. Big bots, he stuck to it.
Cheering them on. They're all cheering them on. Like it's just normal.
I think the whole pub knew what it was. They said, if Latrell goes over, this guy's getting nude. And strips down nude. So I think there might have been a lot of that kind of behaviour over the weekend, Karl.
I didn't get nude, but I was certainly up and about in my household too.
Nice. You were never nude. Are you a never nude, Karl?
I don't mind getting nude every now and then.
Oh, yeah. Is it you get nude in front of your partner? I've got a friend who's a never nude.
Who's that?
Tyler. Oh. His partner's never seen. He's got 2 children. I said, how can you have not seen him nude? You've got 2 kids.
Does he run like a Donald Duck or something like that?
No, it's lights out.
Oh, okay.
Very much Joe Jury. Lights out.
Yeah.
Lights out, curtains closed between the sports news and the weather.
Okay, so he'll turn the light off, fully clothed.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear him undress, the clink of the belt.
Yeah.
Sexy stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Again. So any other big winners, or should we get into this weekend?
No, let's go this weekend.
Okay, let's get into this weekend. Right, might as well start with the NRL since the NRL provided last week.
Sure.
What's going on there?
Tonight, one of the great ball fests, Newcastle Knights taking on the Manly Seagulls. No surprises. All the money is with Manly. We've had 1.1700 on Manly minus 7.5 at $1.90 and 1,300 on Manly head to head at $1.53.
Nice.
Storm holding all the money against the Cowboys. They're $1.20. Cowboys $4.60. Dolphins $1.55. Taking majority of the money in the head-to-head market against the Dragons. But Christian Tuipulotu is the best backed any time for the Dragons at $2.02. And the Hammer is best backed for the first try. In the Waz, Warriors, outsiders, $2.65 outsiders against the Shark.
You must be
quite juicy, that.
Yeah.
Disrespectful. That's what that is.
You must be seeing a bit of money coming in for that.
Oh, yeah. 85% of the money is with the Warriors.
Yeah.
KL Ero, though, is the best backed any time at $2.15. He is on a 6-game try-scoring streak.
Nice.
Followed by DWZ at $2.02. Then Sione Katoa and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. DWZ best backed first try. Then the best back power play, Adam Pompey first, second or third try. Chance Nickel Clockstad anytime at $29.
Oh.
Followed by the same one that hit last week, DWZ first try, Metcalf anytime. This week is $31.
Oh.
I've got a couple of decent bets on this game. So we've got one punter's chucked $1,000 on Sharks halftime, Warriors full time.
Oh, that's unusual.
$9,500. We've got Warriors plus 6.5. The Hurricanes head to head, and the Chiefs minus 7.5. 1,000 on that. And then someone's put $913 on the Warriors head to head.
I put $20 on a bet over the weekend, and I sat there the entire day shitting myself.
You sweated.
Thinking like I'd just invested, the future of my family and generations.
You haven't got a family though.
In TAB. No, but the future ones that will
Okay.
eventually come, and I couldn't help but think that was the riskiest thing I've ever done. Putting $913 is absurd, but I love it.
Hey, is that all the NRL we got going on that it's worth worrying about?
Yeah, that's worth worrying about.
Okay, sweet as. We'll have a discussion because we had a discussion in the office around, the NRL names like the Warriors. The Warriors have got a pretty mean name if you've got a league team.
Yeah,
it's full of Warriors. And then we went through and we've decided, going through all of them, Tigers is pretty cool. Roosters is good enough. You big cocks. Then we looked at the Eels. And then there's a good story about the Eels because Parramatta is Aboriginal for eel. There was quite a few eels around there. Well, okay, that's all right. You can call them the Eels. Because initially I was like, have you been to Parramatta? It's not really full of creeks and rivers full of eels. We've landed on the worst one is the Dolphins.
That's what we've landed, didn't they?
What's that?
They kind of phoned that one in.
Yeah, there's so many deadly animals in Australia. Like, you could have called it the cassowaries, the brown snakes, the crocodiles.
Every time I think of a dolphin, I think of the only other mammal that makes love for pleasure.
Yeah,
and that makes me feel confident heading into a fixture against them.
There's nothing scary about a dolphin, and they've just missed a trick there. I mean, Rabbitohs is quite weird as well, but that's because they used to sell skinned rabbits at the market, so they called them the Rabbitohs.
But the bunnies is quite good.
The bunny, is it though?
Oh, I don't know. I always just thought it was.
Is it? I don't know.
But the eels is a bit shit if it wasn't, there wasn't some kind of mana behind it.
Tigers is cool.
Tigers
is pretty tough. The Knights, even though you hate them, that's still pretty cool. It's in terms of a symbol and what it means, it's pretty cool.
Cowboys are cool, yeah.
Wow, yeah. Storm, I suppose you can give it, but we've settled on Dolphins. Do better. That's what I'm going to say.
That I do like the cassowaries. That's a good.
Yeah, that's a terrifying animal.
It is.
Yeah, imagine all the players can come out with like a claw on their forearms.
It's an idea
Sorry,
for them to jot down.
And see that.
It's great audio medium, that. Alrighty-o. Super Rugby. We've got 3 games this weekend, one of which might not even matter. What's the word on the street there?
Hearing you and Matt Heath try and break this down the other day. It was a tough listen, guys.
Wow.
I'm glad we got there in the end, though.
It's a tough format.
It is.
It's a tough
so
format.
dumb. It's so dumb. But Crusaders $1.15, the Reds $5.
Yeah, jeez.
All the money is with the Crusaders.
Well, it's going to be freezing down there, isn't it? So
it is minus one or 1 degree.
So you've got a bunch of Queenslanders going down. They're going to hate that. So no wonder them rank outsiders.
Will Jordan best backed anytime at $1.70 and first try scorer at $9.
Is he back? Is he back, baby?
He's back.
Oh, good. Okay, I didn't know that.
$5,000 on the Crusaders at $1.15.
Boo.
And a $3,000 multi on the Crusaders 13+ into the Storm 13+.
$3,000 multi.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Ooh, it's juicy.
It is juicy.
Yeah.
Well, not really. It's only paying $3.28.
Yeah, but it's just a big amount to put up, isn't it?
It is. In the Chiefs, Blues, so Chiefs $1.35, Blues $3, 79% of the money in the head-to-head market with the Chiefs.
Even those odds, they're still with the Chiefs. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I would have thought there would have been a few dabblers.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you really want to be playing the Blues this weekend?
No. It's the worst possible team.
Yeah.
Like
there's them and Moana Pacifica were the worst teams to play in this top six. So, if the Chiefs win this, I'm going to say it right now. If they win this, game over for the rest of the teams. They'll win the lot.
Oh, fucking clip it up, Joe.
I've done it.
Christ.
I've done it.
Leroy Carter, $1.80 best backed anytime, and Riccatelli best backed for first try score at $17 in that game.
17s.
17s for first try scorer.
As the hooker for the Blues. Shit, that's not bad.
Off the back of the line out.
That's not off the back of the line out. Human centipede. Okay.
And then the game that potentially means nothing, the Brumbies $1.80, the Canes $1.95. Majority of the money with the Canes. Umaga Jensen best backed first try scorer in that one.
Excellent. Okay. Obviously, the finals of the NBA kick off tomorrow. So what's any love on that one?
Yeah, so all the love is for Indiana. They're $4.25 outsiders in that first game. OKC $1.22. The line is 9.5, but all the money is with the Pacers head-to-head.
Yeah.
And the Pacers plus 9.5.
That's purely for home advantage, though, isn't it? OKC at home, first
Correct.
game.
And I think they're a better team. I think they will win, but the Hunter's predicting an upset.
People can. I think there's an excitement around the Pacers at the moment, isn't there, Karl? I think there's a bit of juice coming off the back of Hallie for what he's done in the playoffs. So I think people are a bit excited. I'm one of the people that has also put some money on the Pacers, but I've got to admit, even as a Pacers fan in the current setup, it was a bit of a Hail Mary. I think OKC is surely going to close that series out eventually.
Is excitement the right word, Finn?
No, that's true, actually.
Really excited for if Indiana win the NBA.
Yeah, that's right to call me out on that. Very good point.
Right, is there any men running around in little undies in an octagon punching each other's faces in this weekend?
Yeah, there is. See, 316. I'm going to absolutely butcher this name because I'm not a big UFC man, but Merab Dvalishvili. Shit.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Dare you?
But give me, what's the name?
I've got no idea, bro.
Oh. Yeah, he's smack talking from the background there. You shut up.
Sorry, boys.
Dvalishvili. Anyway,
has he got a nickname? We'll call him the Dish.
The Dish. He's calling. I've rattled myself there. He's fighting Sean O'Malley. O'Malley $3.10 outsider. All of the money is with O'Malley head to head. O'Malley by KO in the method of victory.
Sean O'Malley sounds like a golfer, not a UFC fighter.
Sugar Sean, he's the guy. He's not all there.
Oh right,
quirky dude, coloured hair,
Irish.
Oh, it sounds it, doesn't it? But
Yeah.
I don't know if it actually is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Out of our depth here.
Yeah, we are massively.
Oh, so far out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any of them to wrap up there? You got any big punts that we can hang our hats on this weekend?
Yeah, we've got a few here, which is exciting. Little two-leg same-game multi with the Rabbitohs. We've got Alex Johnson to score 2 or more tries, into Latrell to score a try. $500 at odds of $14.93. So that would return just a tick under 7K.
Nice.
We've got the Brisbane Broncos head-to-head, the Canterbury Bulldogs head-to-head, the Melbourne Storm head-to-head, and the Oklahoma City Thunder head-to-head. 1,000 on that at $2.80.
Just a colloquial, because all these big bets and stuff, a lot of NRL sickos,
Yes.
out there. It seems like, because I cannot pick NRL games, so I've almost given up. I can't do it. And so there must be so many sickos out there that are so confident in it. Most of the big multis you read out have got some sort of NRL in them.
It's
It goes on. They're the biggest sickos.
Another great segue. This punter's trying to pick the perfect round of NRL. So these are all head-to-head.
Yeah.
Seagulls, Storm, Dolphins, Broncos, Raiders, Panthers, Dogs, Warriors. 500 on that at odds of $29.74. The return about 15K.
Oh, nice. See, I've only ever, the only luck I've had on NRL is the try-scoring bingo.
Oh, yes, that's good fun.
Yeah, numbers 1 to 13 to score a try throughout the weekend. That's the only time I've actually... But that requires someone else to do the betting for me. You know what I mean? It's like as soon as I get into results, I am done. Yeah.
I've got one more for you, and this is 3 same-game multi together.
Okay.
So some real sick areas.
Yeah.
$500 to return just a tick under 150,000.
Yep.
We need the Knights to win.
Yeah.
Tommy Talau to score from Manly.
Yeah.
We need North Queensland Cowboys to win with Ryan Pappenhausen to score for Melbourne.
Yeah.
We need the Dolphins to win.
Yeah.
The Hammer and Herbie Farnworth to score. Look, you know where I stand, so I think that's gone because there's no chance the Knights win.
Oh, man, that's a great bet just purely for the slip.
Yeah.
We'll be following that one. We're going to take a quick break and a chance to go and grab a pen and a paper because up next we've got Grab a Pen.
Pause the podcast now and grab a pen for the hottest tips from around the TAB office.
Radio, Karl, how did we go last week?
Not good, fellas.
Okay,
Not good. And I'm going to blame Mania because
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, great shout.
I would too.
We can all agree on that.
I also want to blame the harness sicko because he wasn't here last week, so I had to step up and try my hand at harness racing, and it's hard.
Yeah, and you know what? We got a bit of feedback via the our talkback function for you. I'm not sure if you're going to hear this down the line, but this is what someone had to say via the talkback function.
Hey, Karl, leave the harness sicko to his work, mate. Caddie, McDaddy, 5th place out of his top 4. My first leg of my 7-leg multi, fallen over. Oh, it hurts. Karl.
He just sounds so broken, Karl.
Yeah, so there you go. So look, is the sicko back? There's a lot of pressure for the sicko, you know, because if everyone multis these up like we do every week, it's the first one to go. So he either ruins our weekend or gets it off to a good start. So there's a lot of pressure on the sicko.
My apologies. Can I get that to make it that a ringtone, please?
Karl.
Yeah, we'll quickly go through the results. Pen.and McDaddy did run 5th. Honestly, was winning the whole way. Well, second, you know, in the trail the whole way, had it all there, and I don't know how it didn't win. Sister Kiani came 7th at Te Rapa. Lux Lubritas came 3rd.
Terrible weather. Terrible weather all weekend, actually. So that's why I think that's what I'm saying. It was a bit of a wild goose chase on the horses for me anyway.
Well, the same at Eagle Farm too, because Lady Shotgun came 13th, Tabby Time came 2nd, and then we had Angel Capital in race 6, I think, but it all got abandoned after that.
Yeah.
We did have a winner though at Caulfield and Neance, so we got a winner.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that. And a weekend where the tracks were heavy as. Okay, so Sicko's first up then, back at Addington, pesting around Addington with his panel van with the curtains closed.
Correct. We're race 4, number 7. I'm just going to check. The odds were not available at time of recording, but I'll check in a sec. So race 4, number 7, One Eye Bandit.
Nice.
Trained by a good mate, Bob Butt.
Love Bob Butt.
Bob Butt?
Bob Butt. Let me just...
I hope people go around going, I like Bob Butts in a can out loud.
Oh, no, this is not good from the sicko. We're going to need something more.
Oh, okay. What is it paying? $1.10?
$1.60 and $1.04.
Okay. Look, he's playing a straight bet. I mean,
maybe we put that into your multi.
Yeah,
he's a little multi filler.
Yeah, he's playing a straight bet. Okay, off to Ellerslie next, is it?
Ellerslie, race 3, number 6, Puckashoe, $4.60 and $1.95.
Now we're talking.
Race 7, number 12, Bellarista, $17 and $4.50.
Oh, that's juicy. That is juicy.
Just have a little play around that one.
Yeah, I reckon. And then we go to our dinger friends, the Dingoes. What do they got for us?
Eagle Farm, race 1, number 13, Sunrays, $3 and $1.50. Race 4, also number 13, A Little Deep, $4.40 and $1.80. And then Morfettville.
Where's
you guys know where Morfettville is?
I was about to ask that question. Where the hell is that? Morfettville.
South Australia.
South Australia.
Oh,
Inland South Australia?
Oh, look, I don't know. Race 1, number 9, Sectors, $3.80 and $1.50. Race 3, number 1, Lakes Folly, $5 and $1.85.
Okay, excellent. Well, we will post those up on Facebook and on Instagram well before they race, so you can get on that with us as well. Now, it's time for stats to impress the ladies.
I know we had fun the other week when I was in the studio.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of trivia.
Yes.
So I'm going to run it back.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
So you thought Finn would be up and about for that.
Yeah, no, I love this. I think last time we did this was Origin night, maybe? Or the
Yes.
night, the day after Origin. Okay, sweet.
So we're going to try and make Super Rugby fun again by doing this.
Good luck.
All right. So what year? Do you know what year Super Rugby started?
Yes, in 1996.
Correct.
96.
96. Do you know what it was called? It wasn't called Super Rugby.
Wasn't called Super Rugby. What was it called? Super 14, wasn't it?
No, just Super 12
Super
even?
12.
12, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't even born.
You know, I remember
How do
it.
you know?
I remember it clearly though, because it was still Super 12 when there were still cards coming out. You know, back in the day they were doing Bluebirds cards for a while. That was still in the Super 12 days. Anyway.
When did it transition to Super 14?
Oh, good question.
Oh, so 2 more teams got added probably about 5 years later.
I don't know, man. 2008ish.
2006. Not a bad guess. Do you know who those 2 teams were?
Yes, they were an Australian team, and the Western Force and the Transvaal Sappers.
The Cheetahs.
The Cheetahs.
The Cheetahs, that's the one, yeah. Oh, geez, that was the time playing the Cheetahs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I've gone through all the New Zealand teams and had a look at number of grand finals
Yeah.
played versus how many they've won.
Oh.
So we'll start with the Blues. Do you know how many times the Blues have made the grand final?
I reckon they've made it 8 times.
6 times, and they've won it 4.
Oh,
So
good ratios.
Right.
Was that back in the days of what? Rococo and
Yeah, Dougie
Dougie
Howlett.
Howlett, yeah.
Carlos Spencer.
They won 2 of the first 3, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
they did.
wow.
Yeah. Crusaders. Do you know how many they've been in?
Well-
16.
12.
They've won 12. They've been in 16.
Look, I got to be honest, boys. Joey Wheeler did fire that stat out this morning
Oh,
on the
did he?
Hideki Bricky, and I thought that might have been the case. So I felt comfortable with the
Okay.
16. So they've won 14 though, Karl.
12.
Yeah, you're talking the New Zealand. I'm not including Super Rugby Aotearoa
Nah.
here.
Okay.
This is
so we've
proper
won
Super
12, been in 16.
Yeah.
Geez, that's an all right ratio.
What about the Chiefs?
I know we've won 2.
Whoa.
Shut the fuck up. How many players from the Crusaders are from Canterbury?
Oh, hang on. No,
There's
that's-
another stat.
No,
None.
no. You're not running the quiz,
None.
mate. This is Carl's moment.
Where are your best players from? Not Canterbury.
Hey, we win the games. They wear the red jersey.
We've won 2 and we've been in 5.
Correct. Nice.
Less than half. Ugly.
The Hurricanes have been in 3. They've won 1.
Yep.
And the Highlanders have been in 2 and won 1.
Yeah. Great times. It's great times that everyone's won 1. That's very egalitarian of us.
Do we know how many, the highest points scored by one team in a match?
In a final?
In a match.
Oh, we talked about this
In a match.
after Moana Pacifica got pumped by the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago. Was it like
Yeah.
96 or something like that?
Yeah, the Chiefs were the 3rd highest, weren't they? So was it 96?
96 is the number, but it was Crusaders against the Waratahs in 2002. They won 96 to 19.
Ugly. Jesus.
How many
Yes,
tries is
Waratahs.
that?
Highest combined total between 2 teams.
Oh, I reckon a 132.
That's a very good guess. 137.
Oh,
That a boy, Lane.
Listen to that. This is the Chiefs beat the Lions 72-65 in 2010.
tackling,
TAB lost a lot of money that day.
tackling optional in that game, I think.
What about the lowest combined total?
9.
There has to be a 3, surely. There was a 3 at some point.
No, 6. Highlanders beat the Crusaders 6-0 in 2009.
Ooh.
Jeez, what a turgid old
That sounds like
match
a
that is.
turgid old affair, that one.
It was one of the great games.
Ah.
Yeah. Quickest try ever scored.
Oh, I know it is either Daniel Rona. He scored it off the kickoff. No, in like 4 or 5 seconds.
Oh, that's not what I've got. I've got Brian Habana 8 seconds.
I reckon you need to check that because
Nice.
I saw Daniel Rona off the kickoff, ran through, they fumbled it, he picked it up, scored. And I thought it was the quickest one ever.
Wow.
But maybe I'm
Whoever,
wrong.
whoever updates the Super Rugby Wikipedia page, they need to sort that out, please.
We'll look into that.
We'll look into that. Oh, Your Honour.
Most consecutive games played in Super Rugby
By a player.
by a player.
Okay.
Richie Moe.
No, but you're in the right region.
DC.
No, Caleb Ralph,
Oh, what the hell?
104 games
In a row.
in a row.
That's
enough.
absurd.
Yeah, out in the wing though. Out in the. What was he
Yeah.
centre? He finished.
Jeez.
He finished in the centre.
How good was he on Rugby 08? I don't know if you boys played much Rugby 08, but get the ball out to Caleb Ralph.
absolutely.
Oh,
Yep.
shit, he was unreal.
He's got a son that's an absolute weapon as well. So watch out.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, couple more. This is gross. Most drop goals in a season.
Oh, like the entire season, all teams?
Yeah. Like one person.
From one person?
Yeah.
14.
Who's the South African guy that was always drop kicking from a long way out?
Mornay Steyn.
Are we naming him, or we want to amount?
Mornay Steyn.
Oh, it was
Mornay
Mornay
Steyn?
Steyn? Yeah, that's who I was
14?
thinking.
And the number was 11.
Ooh,
Yeah, I can remember him having a thump from a wee way out a few times.
Mornay Steyn.
Most, this one for you, Finn. Most wins in a row at home.
Okay, I'm assuming it's Crusaders. Shout
Yeah,
out.
Crusaders.
The Crusaders, I'm going to go across seasons as well. So you can go, I don't know, like 14 odd, 15?
36.
Holy shit, suck on that, Lane.
Yeah, come on.
And last one,
36.
one for you, Lane. Most tries scored in a match by a single player.
Oh, jeez. Is it? That'd be like 5 or 6, wouldn't it?
You would have thought so.
Yeah. Is it 5? 5?
Sean Wainui.
Oh, Sean Nui, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Ah, great. Okay, well, I enjoy the quiz ones.
Yeah, so do I.
It's to impress the ladies. Right. Now it's time. We've got to get back on track with this carry on with our three-ways. So it's when we place a bet each, we put $100 bonus cash on it. If it wins, we pay it out to you guys. So you have got a vested interest out there in this. Now I am going to start off, and I'm going to go to my beloved Chiefs, and I'm going to go Leroy Carter, future All Black, anytime try scorer, and he's right on the margins at $1.80.
Yeah, love it. I'll go $3. Luke Metcalf dotting down at some point for the Waz.
$3? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about it.
And that is overs. He's a try scoring machine.
Okay. And Karl, what are you going? Are you going back to the NRL? Well,
I am. I'm going back to the Knights.
You got an issue, man. We might have to place a ban on you betting anything to do with the Knights, because I sometimes feel like you're betting with your head, with your heart, not your head.
I'm betting with stats.
Okay.
I will send you an email with all the stats.
Okay. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Newcastle versus Man.
I'm not going to single out the Knights specifically in this bet, but I will take the under. I think it's 43.5.
Yep.
In the Manly Knights game tonight.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, and that is $1.90. So that $100 will return us just under $1,000. Okay, that's thanks to the Luke Metcalf.
They should pay it out now.
Yeah, just pay it out now. I'll see if I can cash out now. But that's all set and ready to go. Thanks very much, Karl. We'll see you again next week. Happy punting over the weekend.
Thank you, boys. Enjoyed.
Sure, fellas.
The ACC Sportsbook, thanks to the TAB.